Win the incredible Steigercraft 21DB Miami, powered by a Yamaha 200, in the ultimate season-long multiple-species subscriber-only fishing competition, the Fisherman's 2017 Dream Boat Fishing Challenge. Go to thefisherman.com and enter today. The fishing news is brought to you by Shoreline Insurance Agency and Okuma.
Hey folks, Fred Golofaro here for this week's video fishing forecast, and I don't think the striped bass fishing could get any better than it's been since the weekend and even into the beginning of this week, Tuesday into Wednesday. Lots of bass. If you don't have your boat in the water, think about jumping on a party boat. If your boat's still in the water, I'd take advantage of the fishing while it lasts. If you're looking to stock your freezer, a lot of good black fishing going on around the island, up in Long Island Sound, out east, Fisher's Island, some Montauk, and down along the South Shore on the inshore reefs and wrecks. Again, for the freezer, lots of jumbo sea bass out there. Fishing's been real good on the Block Island grounds, along with some cod mixing in, and the offshore wrecks. A lot of good fishing there, too. Some of the party boats run those long-range trips out of the South Shore ports. So plenty of opportunities still left before the season's over. Get out and do it. Again, out on the east end, Montauk, most boats are running to the Block Island grounds, loading up on sea bass. There are some cod mixed with the sea bass out there. There's also blackfish, good blackfishing out of Montauk. It's a matter of fact, we had Jack Krug, who weighed in a tog of 16¼ pounds. That was weighed over at Montauk Marine Basin. That's a heck of a blackfish. Way to go there, Jack. Best part about it, they weighed the fish, put it on an official scale, kept it in a live well overnight. Blackfish are real hardy. You can do that with them. And went back to the same area they caught it the next day and released the fish. So that tog is still swimming around out there. Speaking of the cod, the Viking Star that was on Saturday. They had a lot of cod, really good cod bite, up to 23 pounds on the Block Island grounds, along with a bunch of jumbo sea bass. Up on the North Fork, some very good blackfish action. Captain Mike Baccio on the Primetime 3, he called Friday's fishing the best blackfishing of the year. Boat limited out, and High Hook on the day had 17 blackfish up to 17 pounds. That's pretty darn good fishing. Down in the South Shore, just incredible striped bass action. You know, ridiculous numbers. Guys jigging fish, private boats and party boats. Captured Pride on Tuesday had over 1,000 stripers for his AM and PM trips. They hammered him again on Wednesday morning's trip. Scott Kircher and his two buddies, they were out on Tuesday out of Fire Island. They just packed it in after racking up 125 bass. Many nice fish mixed with a lot of shorts also. A lot of keepers. And again, that's all diamond jigging. So plenty of bass out there. Those fish, by the way, they've been on everything. There's so much bait offshore. There's basically 40 to 50 feet of water. I've had reports of fish spitting up bunker, herring, squid, mackerel, butterfish, baby weakfish, and sand eels. So you surfcasters who are wondering why those fish aren't coming on the beach, they really have no reason to. There's just tons of food out there in that deeper water right now. To the west, again, excellent bass jigging action. The Freeport-based Starstream 8, they loaded up on Sunday with stripers. They also had a bunch of bluefish with the bass. Further west, the New York Bite, Lady Flamingo, same thing. Sunday's trip, loaded up, limited out the boat, and constantly returning fish. The offshore wrecks down the South Shore, lots of jumbo sea bass. Also cod and ling mixed with them. That's those offshore wreck trips I was speaking about. And good black fishing on the inshore reefs and wrecks. Captain Joey Leggio and his crew on Frankie James. They limited out with 16 tog and topped it off with a 12.10 pounder that was weighed at Bay Park Fishing Station in Oceanside. And they fished the Atlantic Beach Reef. So again, a lot of good black fishing going on too. New York Bite, again, good tog fishing. Rockaway Reef's been good. And Captain Dave from the Captain Dave, Open Boat Captain Dave down in Sheepshead Bay. He reported really good blackfish action with lots of keepers on the weekend. Up on the North Shore, plenty of stripers moving through the sound now. Lots of shorts, lots of those small fish, but still some quality fish being reported, mainly from the west end, from the extreme west end, around the bridges like the Whitestone and Throgs Neck bridges, and most of the bigger fish are being caught on bunker chunks. Good black fishing too. Right now the best fishing is being found in 40, 50 feet of water. In some cases even a little deeper than that. Just a couple of spots worth mentioning: 11B, the obstruction buoy, Green's Ledge, and the middle grounds, also Old Field Point, had good reports from all those areas this week. And also still plenty of squid in all the harbors if you're looking to collect some squid for eating. The surf, no shortage of action along the South Shore and West End beaches. The only hitch is the small fish, and actually in the last couple of days they've gotten even smaller. A lot of like 12 to 14, 16-inch fish. As of late last week and into the beginning of the weekend, the holiday weekend, there's still quite a few fish up to like 24, 26 inches. They seem to have disappeared the last few days. But again, a lot of fun. I've said it before. I've been fishing with a little 6-foot rod, fishing the ocean front when it's calm, the backsides when the ocean's too rough to fish the little rod. I just refuse to catch those little fish on an 11-foot rod. Also, you do much better with small lures, half-ounce bucktails and soft plastics on lead heads. And just stay away from, I see some guys fishing swimming plugs for them. Just stay away from them. Treble hooks and stuff. You want to get these fish back in the water right away. Single hook, you grab your leader, thumb the fish, pop the hook out, he's back in the water in 10 seconds. But again, if you want to keep fishing, it's a lot more fun. Like I said to a friend of mine who said, I'm just going to go catch trout now, surf fishing stinks. Well, let me tell you, I'd much rather catch 30 and 40 stripers that are the same size as catching 2 or 3 trout. And those fish are real scrappy on the little tackle. So give it a shot if you're looking for something to do this weekend. They should still be around. Still holding out hope that maybe we'll get some herring inshore coming into the inlets. Water temperature's still up there. Maybe that's why the herring are also out in 40, 50 feet of water. But you never know. Stranger things have happened. Hey, until next week, Fred Golofaro here for thefisherman.com.
Win the incredible Steigercraft 21DB Miami, powered by a Yamaha 200, in the ultimate season-long multiple-species subscriber-only fishing competition, the Fisherman's 2017 Dream Boat Fishing Challenge. Go to thefisherman.com and enter today.